Welcome everybody to another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions, and today we're using a really interesting build where we're focusing on chasing, but because one of our add-ons got nerfed, we're going to see how good it is by showcasing it in this build. So first we're using Bamboozle. We're going to be able to vault all windows 15% faster, and then we vault a window that is blocked by the entity for 16 seconds so survivors cannot vault it. Brutal Strength, where basically we can destroy, drop pallets, breakable walls, and damage generators 20% faster. Save best for last. Every time we hit a survivor that's not our obsession, we gain a token, a max of 8 tokens, which will make our successful basic attack cooldown decrease by 5%. If we hit the obsession, however, we lose 2 tokens. And then lastly, we have Fearmonger, where if a survivor is repairing a generator, they are blinded and exhausted forever, and then once they get off that generator, they are blinded and exhausted for 5 seconds. We also are using geographical readout, making ourselves have a 20% action speed bonus every time we put the drone for 8 seconds. And then lastly, we have low power mode. The whole point of this video is to showcase this nerfed add-on and to see if it's good or not. Let's get straight to the game so I can show you how good or bad this add-on is. Okay, on Sanctum of Wrath, one of my favorite maps. Now, disclaimer, I came back home from college and I am in my room. I have an Ethernet cable, which I plug into my PS5 all the time when I'm at college to make my connection good. I also have one when I'm at my house, but I never plug it in because actually it makes the connection worse. But this time I decided to put the Ethernet cable in to make the connection better and see what's going to happen. It made it worse. So I have 2 games to show y'all today. The first one is this super laggy mess of a game that you'll be seeing. And then the second one, I decided to unplug the Ethernet cable and it made the game so much smoother. But you're gonna see how laggy this is. Like, for example, right there, I literally vault the window and then I teleport backwards. Like, it's just so bad. And it's not the survivor's connection, it's mine. It is that bad. So I decided to put that drone in a better spot because what low power mode does now, if you look at my tier list, I put it at number 1, but now it is not nearly as good at all. What it does now is it basically makes it that where your drones no longer rotate, which is a really good thing because it can literally block off certain pathways, but it's a really bad thing because your drones will rotate, and the whole point of Scrum Merchant is to have your drones locate survivors and be able to hit survivors. That way we can get them injured or broken or whatever we're trying to do. But now I have to put drones in specific places, which I already did anyway, but now I have to put the drone right there, that way it's automatically facing that direction, and now I have the ability to basically block off that one little part of the game. Now, we gotta quick down because just like usual, you can definitely put down a drone and then, you can never put down a drone and then be unattackable and grab survivors. Now, this girl is smart. She decided to steal my drone in the middle of the chase and then proceed to run away. So because I knew she was gonna do that, I was gonna put the drone right there. She goes through the window because I'm lagging terribly. And then this girl is gonna go over here. I'm like, yes, I can definitely get this girl. But then, as you can see, it basically blocks out a whole area. They can't go that way. Now, the reason why this add-on, like I said, is not good is because your drones don't move, which is really bad. But it's also pretty good because, like I said, it blocks off certain areas, and survivors kind of have to make a decision. Do I go over here or do I not go over here? And because they have to make that decision, it can be really hard for them to figure out what to do. So I'm chasing this girl while I'm literally getting stuck on rocks and trees. But luckily for me, I can still hit her because even though I'm lagging terribly, I still have skill. So we're going to bed pallet really fast thanks to Brutal Strength. Brutal Strength is a really underrated perk, by the way. I like this perk a lot. I wish it was like 40% or something like that, but for some reason the game's like 20. I don't know why. I feel like it should be longer. It should be better. But this girl is going to get in my way. I'm like, of course. But I'm praying I can hook this girl before I get to there. But nope. I think she had, I can't remember the perk, but it's the perk where I believe you're running towards someone who's being grabbed by the killer. Then they automatically will be able to go faster. I can't remember the name of the perk, but I know it was like a picture of a motorcycle or a girl on a motorcycle. So I was kind of annoyed by that, but it's fine. The only reason I was really annoyed because I was like, now I gotta chase you all over again and with this trash connection. And then I'm like, great. So I'm gonna vault this window and then vault it twice because apparently my connection's like, you will be stuck here. And this is the reason why you do not play Dead by Daylight if your connection's awful, because then you get games like this. But I want to chase this girl because no matter what, even though I have bad connection, I still have enough skill to win. So there we go. Get a quick down. And then I'm going to vault this window 4 times over because I'm getting stuck. and I'm gonna be able to hook this girl, and I'm gonna get in a pretty good position. I was in a good position, but then they did 2 gens immediately, so I was like, great. Well, not immediately, but they did 2 gens, and I was like, oh, great. So now we are gonna continue chasing these people. As you can see, at the time recording this video, I'm in the Halloween event. I'm gonna go inside of the void. Cause I'm thinking it's where I might be in here, and also I'm gonna release the hunt, allowing me to become undetectable. So now I am a untouchable laggy killer, which is basically an instant win. We're gonna leave the void, and then we're gonna go back and respawn right in front of her drone. I'm like, okay. So imagine a survivor just going out of the void and then immediately getting droned. That'd be so funny. This girl's gonna run towards me, but then I lose her. I'm like, where'd you go? And I get so confused. Then I kind of mad at myself. I could have grabbed that girl right there, but I chose to not grab her. Then I'm getting stuck on this stupid generator. Like, this is so bad. Like, please don't make fun of me in the comments about how bad the connection was. I know it was terrible. Don't worry about that. But anyway, I'm making this video to showcase how they nerfed this add-on. Now, personally, I don't think they should have nerfed this add-on because I think it's really good. But the reason why I feel like they nerfed the add-on is because of the fact that it was being overused. And I don't really know for sure it was being overused, but let's be honest, I use it in like every single game I use because there was no point in not using it. Like I told you in my tier list video, there's just no point in not using the perk. I mean the add-on. Also, someone died on the hook. I don't know why, but they did. And I can't get this gen because I'm lagging. Then I'm stuck on it for like 4 hours. Can I get off, please? Like, I don't know what's happening. But I feel like they nerfed it because a lot of score merging players were using it. Because, like I said, it's just a really good add-on. Like, there is no point in not using it. It's that good. You get your power 25% faster. Like, why would you not want that? Like, it's just, there's, like I said, no point in not using it. So that's why they nerfed it. Now, I kind of wish they had nerfed it and they said you get your power 25% faster, but then also it does this where it's like you can't place down, your drones don't rotate anymore. I feel like that would be fine because you get your power so faster, so at least you can place down your drones that don't move very fast. Like, I feel like that'd be cooler, but they just opted with the idea of let's just make it so the drones don't move at all. So this girl is gonna go over here. I'm gonna block that window. She's gonna scan a second time. This is her third scanning. I know she can't make this pallet because I'm here, but she makes the pallet and I get stunned. I'm like, really? And she only made the pallet, I feel like, because I think she has made for this. Cause there's no way she would have made that pallet. So I know she's gonna vault this window, but I'm a really smart player, so I'm gonna get her hindered. I know she's gonna vault the window because her best option was to vault the window. If I kept chasing her, she definitely would have what's it called? She definitely would have got caught. So she knew that she had to vault the window to try and like cut me off. But because I knew she was gonna vault the window, she ended up dying in the process. So that's the reason why I caught that girl. But yes, my opinion on low power mode. I think this add-on is terrible. And that's basically the best word to use. Like, it is cool, and honestly, it is useful. But it's just, it should give you the ability to toggle. What it should say, I feel like, it should say this. It should say, whenever you, instead of being able to rotate your drones, you have the ability to make your drones stand in one spot. That is what it should say. It should say that. That way you can still rotate your drones. That way it still doesn't decrease the cooldown. That way it actually is fair and not overused. But then it gives her a really cool niche. That like, oh, you can stop your drone entirely. You can't rotate anymore, but you can stop it. Like, I feel like that would be kind of cool. Instead of it being just a downright disadvantage. The only real advantage to it is that you can use it in really cool ways, but it's like, again, not being able to rotate your drone is just bad. So that's the reason why I say it's trash. Like, you can't rotate your drones anymore, and that is the whole point of Score Merchant, to be able to chase survivors effectively and put them in choke points where they're gonna get scanned, or at least have a high chance of getting scanned. Now you have to put your drone in an even better spot and pray you can get them to get hit by it. It's just a really niche and really hard to balance. So I decided to go in the void so I can teleport to a whole different place and hopefully get closer to survivors, but I end up teleporting further away. So I was like, oh, great. So now I have to go back all the way across the map, but luckily for me, someone does get claw trap so I can see their aura, but I'm like, no. So now that low power mode has been nerfed, I am gonna be making more videos, of course, with Score Merchant. Now, some videos might have. I have a few videos still in the process. As you can tell, this video has been uploaded a week after my last video because I've been kind of busy. Like I said, I've come back from college. I am currently at home because I have a little break, so I went home to visit my family, of course, and because of that reason, I'm at home with this trash internet. Because some reason why my college campus has better internet when I plug my Ethernet cable in than my house does when I have my Ethernet cable plugged in, which is so weird. So because of that reason, I have this really bad laggy match for y'all. In the second match, I don't have it nearly as bad, but it's funny how it just ends up being this bad if you decide to plug it in. But whatever. But because I'm back home, I've been kind of busy because when I go back home, I end up working because money, and money's important. So I end up working. Now I was planning on working a few days, and then after working a few days, I was going to make videos. But what ended up happening is I ended up working, and then I ended up working longer than usual. And then the day I'm recording this video, I ended up working again when I thought I wasn't supposed to work. I didn't tell my boss I could work. I said, boss, I'm getting stuck on walls. I said, boss, I'm gonna be here, and that's all I said. I'm going to be in the area, but I didn't say, boss, I'm gonna be in the area. Hey, let me work. That's not what I said at all. So then my boss made me work anyway, or she put me on the schedule. I didn't see the schedule until the last second. I was late, and then I ended up not being able to record videos because I am working. So that's the reason why I'm a little behind when it comes to videos. Also, of course, college in general, just because I'm on break doesn't mean I don't have work to do. So that's another reason why. But the third reason, like, recording videos is easy. Editing videos does take some time, but it's easy, and I can do that. I can record and edit all in the same time. The hardest part is waiting for a thumbnail, because I can make my own thumbnail, but it's not gonna look good. Or I can ask my friend to make my thumbnails for me, and then he makes them, and they're really good. Also, I definitely wasn't gonna get that girl, there's no way. But it's the fact that that hit looks so terrible because of the lag. But then it takes me 8 hours to break this pallet because of that lag. And I get stuck on the tree. Like, it's everything bad happening today. It's just so bad. But yes, so basically the hardest part about making my videos, honestly, is the thumbnail. Because I'm asking someone else to make it. And basically I have to think of a title for my thumbnail, and then I have to tell my friend, of course, not only what I want him to do, because he basically does his own thing and it always looks good because he knows what he's doing, and I like it. That's why I'm so happy whenever he makes them, and I know y'all like them too. One of my favorite thumbnails, I can't remember the name. I think the name of the video is No Healing. I think it's like No Healing, No Something, or something like that I made. He made that thumbnail. That's my favorite thumbnail he's ever made. It's just so good. But I love thumbnails that he makes, so I never get mad. But that's the hardest part about making the videos, in my opinion, because once I'm done making the video, I have to ask him for a thumbnail. And when I'm asking for a thumbnail, if I ask him too late, it might take him like a day. It might take him 2 hours, or it might take him like a day or two to make it, because of course, just like how I'm busy, he's also busy. It's not like he's just free waiting for me to text him. So that's the first problem with thumbnails. The second problem is the fact that if I text him, like if I make a video but I don't have a title, then I can't ask him for a thumbnail because I need a title for him. Like, I can't just say, hey, put Score Merchant in the picture and that's it. Like, no, I have to give him a title. It has to look good and make sure the title actually goes with the video. So there's a lot going on. That's why my upload's kind of weird. But that's the main reason why I have been uploading very consistently. I'm so sorry. But luckily, like, the reason why it's kind of good though is because the same way how I take a long time sometimes to get a thumbnail, I can get multiple thumbnails at once. So now I have 4, at the time of recording this video at least, I have 4 different thumbnails, which means I'm gonna have 4 different videos for y'all upcoming. This is the first of the 4. So that means that we're gonna have some really, hopefully, quick videos and maybe videos in a row. I know y'all love seeing those videos. And no, I have not forgotten about making different content. Like, for example, I don't have a Pokemon video coming in the works, but I know someone asked for Pokemon, and I play Pokemon all the time. I play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and Starting Battle is a really good game. I have a Pokemon team. I'm thinking about making a video about playing Pokemon like online competitively. Even though my Pokemon teams, I will warn you, are not like top tier at all. They're just fun teams that might have a cool gimmick or like my favorite. I'm the complete opposite of most people. Most people make teams that are like super high offense, super fast paced, hyper offense teams. I make defensive teams, not really stall teams, but I like using Pokemon that can like actually like take a hit. Like I like the Pokemon Wu-Chien, I like Garganacl, Pokemon like that. But again, I'm not really like a pro player or like know what I'm really doing. Like I know what I'm doing. I know how to EV train, IV train, all that stuff. I know Pokemon sets, but I don't play the game like constantly where I can like read people and different things like that. But I do have Pokemon ideas coming in the future. Don't worry about that. So I am gonna upload a Pokemon video. Though those videos do take way more time and effort though than my Dead by Daylight videos. But there's a reason why it's not up yet. I was also thinking about playing a scary game on my channel. The only reason why I don't play scary games in general is because I don't have a face cam, and I feel like playing a scary game, you want to have a face cam. Also, I played the game before, so it's not really like, it's scary still, but it's not really like gonna be authentic. But of course, there's different ideas for games I want to play on my channel. Of course, like I told y'all, if you have any ideas of what you want to see, let me know. I was thinking about playing Deceive Incorporated again because I love that game, but I haven't been playing it very much because I've been busy. Like the main game I play, honestly, is Nintendo games and Dead by Daylight because I love Dead by Daylight and also I make videos on it. And the Nintendo games are just so easy to play, but they're not as easy to record though. But they're really easy to play. So it's fun, you know, the little things I do on the side. But of course, Dead by Daylight is never gonna stop. We'll keep playing this game and hopefully get more and more videos coming up. Also, at the time of recording this video, I know that this is like the Halloween update, and at the time of recording this video, what's it called? The Demogorgon and Sharing Things has been licensed again and came back. So Hawkins, the new map, which hopefully I'll have some gameplay of that map soon. Oh, is my alarm going off? Ignore that. That's what I told you. I'm always busy. That's my alarm going off to do my homework. Like, but literally, it's just a lot going on right now in Dead by Daylight. So I'm really excited, and I'm going to, of course, do more videos for y'all in the future. But this is the first game where I was lagging badly. But this is time for the second game where I decided to actually unplug the Ethernet cable so that my connection will be good. And now I have the ability to show y'all the true potential of this build. Welcome to Rancid Laboratory. I wanted to showcase 2 games of this add-on because I honestly do not plan to ever use this add-on again because I hate this add-on. They nerfed it. They nerfed it, but they made it cool, but it's just like not good. Not worth using. But on the bright side, the good thing about them nerfing this add-on is I don't have to use it anymore, so I can pick different add-ons. Like for example, I'm thinking about using like either Supercharge, and because Supercharge will make the cloud traps last longer. So because of that reason, I can what's it called? Because of that reason, I can hopefully make survivors be cloud trap longer, and maybe like get them hindered longer, or maybe track them longer. So that's really good. Or maybe I might try and use, I believe it's called Remote Stereos Mic or something like that. That add-on, which will make it so your drones come back faster instead of coming at every 45 seconds. They come back, I think, 37.5 seconds, which is pretty good. I'm gonna down this girl because she's not moving, and I'm like, okay. Like, I need any advantage I can get. Normally, I wouldn't do this when I lie. I always do this. Whenever I see someone not moving, I just down them because I'm like, get them out the game because they don't want to play anymore. So, or they're not prepared to play, well, then they kill them. That's my thought process. But this girl is going to go here. I'll put the drone down. I forgot to mention this in some of my videos. Now, luckily, it didn't happen here. I don't think it actually happened once in this game. But it's this weird glitch. It might be patched now that I think about it because the Stranger Things update came out. But there's this glitch where if you put a drone down and certain places you can't put drones down. That's the game works. Like if the height level, if there's not enough height, the drone won't be able to be placed down. I know that. That's simple. But sometimes there will be like you'll put a drone down somewhere, but then what ends up happening is the game will be like, okay, so clearly you press the button to put the drone down, and we read that you can have a valid drone location here. But then because you move forward, the drone decides to be like, I'm gonna go back to where I'm supposed to be at, and then it ends up disappearing. But your cooldown for your power still starts, so it is really, really bad. Now, luckily for me, this girl, I definitely mind gamed her. Then she rage quit. I'm like, why'd you leave? Like, you literally got destroyed because I read you and I knew you were gonna double back once I went across the hill. Now, if you notice that I think this camera's name, I can't read his name, but like the top left person, his connection is in the red. So I feel like he's gonna disconnect. That's what I was thinking when I was playing. But we already got one bot, so I'm like, a second bot would be really, really bad. And lo and behold, I look and basically I break this wall. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put a drone here because I need a better drone location. But like, it's kind of hard to put drone location on this map because I can't really like the loops are interesting, where basically it's like I can't put a drone here because it has only gonna be in a straight line. It doesn't move. But I want to put a drone here because I have to put a drone somewhere. And like I told you, the guy on the top left, he disconnects. Because I kept seeing his red bar, and I'm like, this guy either lagging really badly for once, and it's not me, it's actually someone else, or he just had a bad connection. So then he lagged out. I'm like, okay, now I have two bots I have to deal with, and I have a regular person. So this game is really weird because I still wanted to showcase 2 games of me using this add-on because, like I said, I don't plan to ever use it again. This add-on is not good anymore. Now, just because the add-on gets nerfed doesn't mean it's unusable. I am gonna definitely use it again. I use every add-on from Scrum Merchant because even like this add-on is not good right now because your drones are rotate. If you want your drone to rotate, but you also want to use this add-on, you have to use Prototype Rotor because in case you don't know how math works, the drone for Prototype Rotor, your drone will move 10%, will rotate 10% faster. With low power mode, your drone will rotate 100% slower. So 100% plus, well, 100% minus 10% is 90%. So that means your drone is only going to be moving at 10% its normal speed. That means it will rotate so slow. It rotates insanely slow. But it does rotate. And it's pretty useful if you want to catch a survivor off guard, but also you want to make sure that like your drone is not moving. But again, it's kind of like useless. You use two. You use one add-on that's actually pretty decent, Prototype Rotor, and then you use one add-on that's completely useless in order to get a effect to work. Now that girl just sneaked past me, and I was kind of mad at myself because I didn't hit her, but it's fine. I'm gonna get a hit right here, and she had to go somewhere. She's one of the 2 people who's not a bot. I was a little surprised, honestly, because I was like, why are y'all still playing? But this game is going badly, and the reason why this game is going badly is because I have the worst add-on created on the planet. This add-on honestly ruins games because, like for example, I could have put a drone almost anywhere on this loop and caught this girl. But because I have to be aware of the fact that, first thing, she's already injured, so getting a clutch up on her won't really hurt her. Second thing, she definitely didn't get scanned very often because when you have your normal drone, a lot of times people will get scanned by accident or will get scanned because they walk into the drone radius. There's almost no way for a survivor to ever get scanned, even though it did happen last game, but there's almost no way for a survivor to ever get scanned when they are, by this add-on, because the drone doesn't move. They literally would have to be unaware the drone exists, which is kind of hard to do because considering how survivors can see the yellow outline that is basically showing you the radius of the drone. So, or the circumference of the drone. So because of that reason, it's almost impossible to literally not... It's almost impossible to get scanned by a drone when you have low power mode, unless you purposely put the survivor in a position where they have to walk into it. It's just really weird. So this survivor got down really fast because luckily for me, the obsession is the Jonah, who happens to be the bot. And normally bots don't ever go near survivor or near the killer. So because of that reason, I can keep this I can keep this 8 stacks of Hated Best for Last, which is really good. Also because of the fact that Jonah is a bot, he's gonna be really, really easy to kill. And I noticed that bots have a hard time actually dealing with Save the Best for Last. Because normally a bot will get hit, immediately run and hold W. But because you have Save the Best for Last, the bot will end up not doing it. So I know no one left the basement because I didn't see any scratch marks. But then this bot decides to just go in the corner instead of going outside the basement. But then I hear a locker. So I knew it. And I knew she was in the locker, but she didn't get out the locker until the last second. I'm like, what are you doing? So now we have 2 people dead, and we have 2 people in the basement. And then the last guy is like, okay, I'm doing this gen, I'm out. Because he's like, I'm not dealing with this nonsense, get me out of this game. So in my head I was like, he's gonna probably go save, but it occurred to me that the Claudette's dead, and Claudette's the only one that's not a bot. So that means that this guy is 100% going to get out the exit gate and leave the game. So I have to intercept him, of course. And save best for last, there is no way he can get out of this game. I'm gonna grab him before he even can open the door, and we're gonna hook him. So this game went from an awful game to a literal win. So because of that reason, I'm like, yes. And basically, this showcases that this this add-on can win you games. Because we technically won one game with immense lag. We won another game with immense skill. So because of that reason, we were able to win with this trash add-on, which means it is usable. I'll put it in the usable category. I'll put it in C tier. But it is not good. So please do not use the add-on unless you want to meme around or you really feel like that you want to just torture yourself and have a weird time. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. By the way, another thing, like I said, my upload schedule is weird. I know, I'm sorry. But one thing I would always do, I always will respond or like y'all's comments. So make sure you know that, because while I might not upload, whenever I see a comment pop up on my phone and I get notified, I will respond immediately. Or at least I will try to respond as fast as possible. So I know I love reading y'all's comments, so make sure that you comment. That's not the reason why I made this video, because I wanted to make a video on low power mode anyway. But someone had commented saying low power mode got nerfed. I said, what? Because I didn't even know it got nerfed. Then someone else commented saying, is it good now after I learned about the nerf? And I'm like, probably not. So I had to make a video, of course, to prove that it is usable, but not really like amazing. And that's the video. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all in the next video. Have a nice day.